Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I did my last video. Sorry about that. I guess I haven't found the time, but I like to do more videos more frequently, so let's see what happens. Today I was planning to do top 10 most valuable albums in my collection according to Popsike. And Popsike.com is a webpage that lists online auctions results from mostly eBay auctions. And I think it's a good indicator of what collectors are willing to pay for rare jazz records. And I will show only original pressings, first pressings, because that's what I collect. I only collect original true first pressings of jazz records. I will not, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned that in my first video I did, that I won't take out the covers and records and show them, because I had a channel before some years back and I did all that, and there was a damage to one cover when I, put it in and out. And the less you handle the records and covers, the less risk of damage. So that's the way it's gonna be. But yeah, let's get into it. At number 10, we have this Reese progress report on the small UK label Tempo. All the records on the Tempo label are quite rare. TAP 9, it's this one, and in 2006 this went for $4,260. Quite a hefty sum for this one. Great record on the Tempo label there. Love this Reese, great trumpeter. Did some records on Blue Note which are truly great. Check them out. My favorite, I guess, is Sounding Off on Blue Note. I think it's 4D33. I think 4D33. So check him out if you haven't. But at number 10, this Reese progress report. All right, at number 9, we have a real peachy record. This one, Hank Mobley, a quintet on Blue Note, 1550. Awesome record. This one is in superb condition, both vinyl and the cover. Great cover as well, cover art, one of my favorites. This one in this year, 2022, this one went for $4,750. Quite a sum there as well for this one. This is a great album. True first pressing with the New York 23 in both labels. So check this one out if you haven't. This is one of the, I think it's one of Mobley's best. It's an early one, but I think it's absolutely wonderful. And yeah, you should check it out if you haven't heard this one already. It features Art Farmer on trumpet as well, a great trumpeter. So yeah, Hank Mobley, number 9. And at number 8, we have another Mobley, and this one is Soul Station. Also a wonderful Mobley album, of course, and a true classic. And this is Blue Note 4D31. I was quite surprised actually that this one has fetched such a high sum previously, but yeah, it went for in 2020 it went for $4,900, and that's I couldn't believe it, but yeah, that particular auction fetched that amount for this title. So, but this one is you know, one of the true great titles in the Blue Note catalog and the hard bop genre overall. So yeah, I guess most jazz lovers know about this one. So, but this one is at number 8. And at number 7 we have a title on the New Jazz label. Can you guess which title it is? If you're into collecting rare jazz vinyl, I guess you guessed it already. It's the lovely Quiet Kenny by Kenny Dorham. New Jazz, let's see, 8225. And this is a superb album, very mellow, one of my favorites. And you know, all of these titles that I'm showing are favorites of mine, and I guess that's the reason why they fetch so much money. They're very rare and the music is outstanding, so there's a recipe for these sums, I guess. But this title at number 7 went in 2021 for $5,200. It's crazy how much money it is, but yeah, Quiet Kenny by Kenny Dorham. Great cover, great album. This copy is in wonderful condition. I have it for a long time. I was after it for a long time, but then I found it, and back then it was I'm not going to discuss what I paid for all this, but I can tell you this: I didn't pay anywhere near these amounts. And looking back at what I paid for this back in, it was a long time ago, but it was a total bargain. I thought then it was a lot of money, of course, but the money these records goes for now is off the charts. But Quiet Kenny at number 7. If you're talking iconic albums and cover art on Blue Note, then this title at number 6 is it. It's Sonny Clark, Cool Struttin'. Blue Note 1588. Iconic cover art, and the music is amazing. Favorite track, I guess, Deep Night. You know about this if you're into jazz. This one in 2021 went for $5,250. I paid a lot less. I paid a lot for this copy. It's in wonderful condition. Plays amazingly. And I paid a lot back then. It was a long time ago, but nowhere near this amount that it went for in last year. But yeah, $5,250 for Cool Struttin' at number 6. My favorite trumpeter in jazz is Lee Morgan, and his titles in the Blue Note 1500 series always fetches a lot of money when in great condition. And this title in 5th place, number 5, is City Lights. And it's Blue Note 1575. This one has, for the first pressing, it's according to Fred Cohen's Blue Note guide on original pressings. Great book, by the way, essential if you're collecting Blue Notes. Has this title with mixed labels, West 63rd and on one side, and the other one in New York 23. And the New York 23 versions of this are extremely scarce, and and this one has the New York 23, but I'm not sure, but I think I remember that this title that sold for the most money on Popsike didn't have. I don't think it was the New York 23 was mentioned in the description. But anyway, at number 5, this one in 2021 sold for $5,251. $1 more than Cool Stratton in the same year. Extremely large sum of money for this one as well. Great album. Lee Morgan, you know, his work throughout his short career was truly great, and he, you know, started off with the hard bop stuff in the 1500 series on Blue Note, and then also did a record for Savoy in the beginning there. But with the way he developed his style, and you know, like he plays on Evolution by Gresham Moncur, or some other later album. He developed his style, and he could play anything, and his tone is so brilliant, and his lyricism and unmatched, I think. It's a lot of great trumpeters, but Lee Morgan is my favorite, and I've grown very fond of Booker Little as well. You have Clifford Brown. I love Fats Navarro, very underrated, or maybe is rated, but is maybe not talked that much. But Fats Navarro was great as well, and they influenced Brownie and all these guys later. So, but Lee Morgan, favorite trumpeter, great album. At number 5. And at number 4 we have another Morgan, and this is one of my favorites, maybe my all-time favorite, by Lee Morgan. At number 4 is Volume 3, Blue Note 1557, and this one in 2022 went for $6,000. A lot of money. I got it for a lot less. Still paid a hefty sum, but this is crazy. $6,000, and the album is wonderful. It's it contains the ballad I Remember Clifford, which is truly great ballad, and one of my favorite ballads, jazz ballads, and a tribute to Brownie. Benny Golson did all the composition on this one, yeah, I talked about this title in my first video, so check that one out if you haven't already. But yeah, Lee Morgan Volume 3, $6,000 back in 2022, this year, at place number 4. All right, so now we're moving into the top 3, and this one is on Prestige, and it's this one. Tommy Flanagan Overseas, Prestige, 7,134, and great cover. Tommy Flanagan Overseas, and love this cover, the green color and everything. This one was released, the first pressings are actually 3 EPs on the Metronome label, the Swedish Metronome label. I also have those EPs, and they were recorded here in Sweden when they were over here, and back in the 50s, and then this one was released on Prestige a bit later, and this is one of the true holy grails, if you will, but in jazz record collecting. Very hard to find, very expensive. It's always been that way, but the price I'm going to mention here is off the charts, I think. Like most of all of these prices are off the charts, but this one in and also this is a piano trio album, and it's superb. Check it out. One of my favorite piano trio albums. Features Elvin Jones on drums, and he plays the brushes amazingly on this one. Very, very nice sound. And yeah, this one in 2018 went for $6,250. Crazy sum. Great album though, and I paid a lot less for this one as well. I couldn't afford that sum. So amazing condition on the Prestige label. The New York, you can see that New York over there, New York City labels. Superb condition, sounds great. Haven't listened to this in a while, and I guess I have to put on the turntable soon again. But yeah, number 3, $6,250 in 2018, Tommy Flanagan Overseas. At number 2, we have a record that if you would ask a jazz record collector which title is the most expensive, the rarest of all the jazz vinyl collectibles, I guess this one and Hank Mobley 1568 on Blue Note would be their answer. But this one is actually the debut album of the great alto sax player Jackie McLean, one of my favorite alto players in jazz, and it's on the very small Ad Lib label. It's this one. on presenting Jackie McLean, the new tradition, on Adlib 6601. This cover art is so great. I think you don't see this kind of cover art from for jazz records in the 50s, and I think this is very special. Love the colors, love the cover art. It's great, and the album is great as well. It features Donald Byrd as well on this one, and this one in 2018 went for $6,500. My copy I paid less, but I still paid a lot for this one. It's so hard to find. It was a long time ago when I bought it, but I still paid a lot, but not this much. But it's one of those albums that is so difficult to find in great condition, and if at all, it seldom comes up for sale. So when I had the chance back then, I just went for it. It was a lot of money, but I knew that this was my chance to acquire this, and I don't regret it, obviously. But yeah, super rare. At number 2, Jackie McLean, Adlib. There you go. Okay, so we made it to number 1. This one, another really rare record. It's always been expensive and highly sought after by collectors. Superb album. It's on Blue Note, and can you guess which one it is? Here we go. Tina Brooks, True Blue, on Blue Note 4041. Amazing album, which features Freddie Hubbard as well on trumpet, and Tina Brooks was a great player. I've made another video about this particular album, so go check that out. It's a previous video, but always in high demand. The music is outstanding. It's always been one of those holy grails as well, if you will, in the jazz vinyl sphere, or so to speak. But yeah, this one in 2020 went for as high as $6,643. So this is my, according to Popsike, this is my most valuable record that I have in my collection at the moment. And so, a great album. I guess most of you have know about this, but if you haven't heard this, someone out there that watches this haven't heard this, you should check it out. It's a great Blue Notes, one of the best Blue Notes, I think, and the sound is amazing as well on this one. This copy is in great condition, and the labels, one of the labels, and superb condition, both the cover and the vinyl. And I'm so thrilled to have this on the shelf. You know, all of these albums. Feel very blessed to have found these. all of them, they didn't come cheap, but these prices are off the charts, and I didn't pay anywhere near this much for my copies, but it's good to have some kind of indication what collectors around the world are willing to pay for these titles, and to get a sense of what your collection is worth to someone, you know. Yeah, True Blue in the first place. I think this was a fun exercise to look at this, to print down the top 10 most valuable records in my collection. I think it was a fun exercise, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, and please also leave comments if you like on this video, and I hope to see you next time. Cheers, everybody. Just one more thing. If you're interested in the details of first pressings on these albums that I've shown, I have a site called fwrarejazzvinylcollector.com, fwrarejazzvinylcollector.com, or I'm on Instagram at fwrarejazzvinylcollector. So there I post the labels and the covers and back and front and some detail images, and yeah, there you can see all the, if you're interested in looking at the details of these pressings, then I suggest you look it up over there on my site or my Instagram page. Yeah, cheers.